Today I'm going to talk about the Industar 52 3.5 to 16 and what a magnificent name that is. It's a manual lens, fully out of metal, and the minimum focusing distance is 65 centimeters. It was made in the Soviet Union in the early 70s and continued its production into the early 90s. The Industar 52 was commonly paired with the old SLR Zenith cameras and was one of the most widespread lenses under production at that time. Today it remains popular due to its low cost and simple construction, and it is very adaptable to modern camera systems. But enough about history, let's see what this lens can do.
After spending some time with the Industar 52, I think I finally understand why so many photographers still enjoy using it today. This isn't a lens that tries to impress you with clinical sharpness or perfect optics. Instead, it offers something that many modern lenses have lost: character. The lens creates photographs with a warm, low contrast charm. The colors are soft and natural, contrast is gentle, and there's a warmth to the images that feels almost film-like. Rather than producing technically perfect photographs, it creates images with personality and atmosphere. One thing that really stood out to me was the micro contrast. While the lens isn't exceptionally sharp by today's standards, it renders textures beautifully. Wood, metal, fabric and foliage all have a subtle three-dimensional quality that gives the images depth. Bokeh isn't the strongest feature of the Industar 52. With a maximum aperture of f3.5, you're not going to get the dramatic background separation of faster lenses. Of course, this is still a lens designed more than half a century ago, and it does have its limitations. The corners are softer than modern lenses, contrast can appear a little flat straight out of the camera, and shooting directly into the bright light can introduce some loss of contrast and flare. But honestly, those imperfections are part of its charm rather than its weakness. After reviewing these images, I realized that this is a lens that rewards patience and intentional photography.
This is also my first fully manual lens, and I have to say there was definitely a learning curve. After spending some time with it, I actually appreciated the process more. You slow down and you think more about composition, and each photography becomes a little bit more intentional, and that adds more value to every image that you take. This lens can also be used for video, and though manual lenses take some practice, it can produce unique footage that modern lenses don't.
This is a warning from the past, to make sure you're learning from mistakes that you did last. Send me a letter when you're done, evaluating what your short life has become. You should know. You should know.
Looking at it at a purely technical perspective, there are many lenses that are much more better to this day. But that isn't the reason why people buy this lens. They buy it for the character, they buy it for the look and the rendering, and perhaps most of all they buy it for the experience, because they are curious, they want to learn something new. So, if you enjoy this video and would like to see more content about vintage lenses and cameras, consider subscribing. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.